Hey, we back here. Probably 3 for 1 day today. I'm back with another video. So today we are going to be talking about how the government is wasting everybody's fucking time. You know the U.S. government, a collection of neoliberals and conservatives and white supremacists who don't really care much about helping the American people, but wasting time on things that let's just say don't matter. These two things I'm finna go over. This is a combined segment of two subjects, as you can see them right there. Were not necessarily long enough for me to rant about to be separate videos themselves, so I combined them into this segment called The US Government Wasting Everybody's Time. First, we talk about the TikTok ban. A few weeks ago, I believe, or at least last week, the US government and the Supreme Court came to the conclusions that the app TikTok was a tool of foreign adversaries to misinform and disallow, and sow dissent in the United States government. And I really don't necessarily know where to go with this without trekking into just populist sort of pseudo conspiratorial territory. But I think that people have admitted out loud. I saw TYT had a video with Mitt Romney. That's 10 minutes. I don't want to go over that. I want to keep this kind of quick. I might not even play this video because I don't really feel like it's necessary for the segment. But apparently TikTok is suing the U.S. government to repeal the ban. And what makes me mad about this is the fact that TikTok, as you know, applies its terms of service very evenly. TikTok is not the kind of app where they are letting conspiracy theories and white supremacy to any extent run rampant off their app. TikTok doesn't even really like leftists on there that say out of pocket, out the way stuff. Some people say that is sort of the Israel Palestine dynamic, and a lot of people are just pissed off because that the discourse about Israel Palestine is being spread, in abundance on TikTok, which is one of the main apps that, sort of help the U.S. government lose control of the narrative and sort of like, how can I say, I feel like that's not the reason why. At least in part it might be, but I don't feel like that's the total reason why. I feel like at least one reason why is, like I stated before, is that they don't let ideological incoherence, white supremacy, anti-labor, anti-Semitism, or other, malpractices of political thought run rampant on their app. The most you can do on TikTok, even if you are a bigot, is get on there and just say that you're a Trump supporter and talk about economics. Because when you talk about things like race in the wrong way, or gender in the wrong way, or religion in the wrong way, they ban you. Not that they disallow people that have a diverse political thought, because we always need new dumb stuff to debunk. So I don't mind conservatives being on social media, but it does not allow itself to become a cesspool of hatred. And what really makes me mad about that is, talking about foreign adversaries, because that to some extent the Russian government is working with a lot of rich people in government. Tucker Carlson really flew his behind over there and took a visit to kiss Putin's shoes to subvert democracy in the political process in the United States. Twitter is a cesspool of white supremacist propaganda, conspiracy theories, and just all out hatred. And if any app should be banned in America for its influences on our democracy, for misinformation, for aiding foreign adversaries, it should be Twitter. Twitter literally did the thing from 2014-15 where they were foisting, and still do sometimes foist, news and memes from accounts of white supremacists. Like, that's why I deleted my Twitter. Twitter is nothing but pornography, crypto corn, Crypto currency, which fell flat. I'm surprised they're still doing that. Spam and hatred, because I'm a very left leaning person, and there's no reason why my black behind should be seeing anything from Tim Pool or Cat Turd. Both of these people hate black people, let alone leftists. But I digress. But while we're distracted with that, the government is wasting its time trying to decide, a right-wing Supreme Court is trying to decide if it's illegal for homeless people to sleep in public. While there's racial undertones to this and this law can be applied in many different ways, I don't understand the point of criminalizing homelessness, especially from conservative and right-wing politicians, and even some liberal politicians, because a lot of the bills in the way that the institution of the American, U.S. government functions creates homeless people, believe it or not. And it seems as though a ton of people in the U.S. government, both Democrat and Republican, but especially Republican, are against anything that can prevent people from becoming homeless, like against lowering interest rates on loans, against regulating things like essential foods or rent, against social safety nets or expansion of, against raising wages, against more unionization to secure jobs for people. They're against people getting into higher education. They're against anything that could possibly prevent people from becoming homeless, and they wind up trying to criminalize the act of homelessness. Not to mention sleeping in public, because take it like this, because a black couple can sleep in public and they can get ticketed or fined. But if they're on a picnic or something like that, I meant to set it up like that. Let's say you got couples on a picnic, right? You got a white couple and a black couple on a picnic in this park, or maybe they visited at different times. Let's say this white couple falls asleep. Obviously, nothing's gonna happen to them. The cop will walk past, maybe wake them up, maybe even joke about it, like say, hey, that new sleeping outside law, you gotta get up, folks. But if it's a cop, sees a black couple sleeping in public, and especially if their clothes are even the littlest of raggedy, don't be alternative at all, they might just be facing some type of fine, a $300 fine for sleeping in public. Mind you, back to homeless people. And I end this video on saying this. How in the heck are homeless people, because they're homeless, they don't have a job, they don't have a place to go, they don't have a home address or anything really, supposed to come up with $300 to pay the city for sleeping in public? Somebody please riddle me that.